Thank you for sharing your time with us here on So Jannelle. Happy Sunday if you're watching on TFC. Happy Monday if you're watching on KXLA Channel 44, which is a local channel here in Southern California. Also, happy Saturday if you're watching on ANC. Of course, we are also available on demand on I Want TFC, and we are always on our social media platforms. Please get social with us. Subscribe to our YouTube page, youtube.com/SoJannelleTV, where we drop new content almost every day, giving you longer, fuller versions of the interviews that you see on TV. We also have exclusive social media only content that you may miss if you're not subscribed. So make sure you subscribe to us. Also, follow us or like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Back here on the show, we bring you stories of immigration and representation, and right about now, representation at its finest in public office, in public service here in America, starting with the very first Filipina elected to the California Legislature. And of course, we've introduced you to her before. We helped introduce her and introduce her platform to her constituents. This is our very own, the Honorable Jessica Caloza.
I am so very proud of Jessica. She is going to do such a wonderful job, and she's already got appointed to the leadership team at the State Assembly as an assistant majority whip. And I think she's going to put in a lot of good legislation that's going to help Filipino Americans as well as the rest of the state of California.
I mean, this is such an exciting time for her to be there at the very first. It's amazing that we haven't had one yet, but we have one now where, you know, young girls could look up to her, or those who are even like aspiring right now to become a politician or part of the legislator or whatever it is, city government, they have somebody to look up to.
Thank you all for joining us, the community, for this community swearing-in ceremony for the Honorable Jessica Caloza, Assembly Member for the 52nd District. Assemblymember Caloza proudly represents the geographical areas of Northeast LA, East LA, and Glendale. Yeah, give it up for your city. It is an absolute pleasure to welcome everyone from across the district, as well as our friends and neighbors from throughout the Los Angeles County region.
How wonderful. This community center used to be, you know, Lowry's and all the fancy things. It's being put to the best possible use right now as a center and a focal point for the community. And how wonderful that we have a member of that community that's going to be representing us in Sacramento, making sure that this community gets its fair share of parks, of good things in life. I want to say thank you so much to our assembly member who understands that need. But I just want to make sure that she understands how important we in the park movement understand your community to be.
Today we are witnessing history as Jessica Caloza becomes the first Filipina American to serve in the California State Legislature. Yeah! So Jessica's leadership isn't just about breaking glass ceilings. For all women of color, it's about building elevators to bring others up. Throughout her career, from the White House to City Hall, she has dedicated herself to opening doors for those who follow. Her success today means that young Filipino Americans will grow up seeing someone who looks like them, shaping California's future.
As a member of the California Armenian Legislative Caucus, we know Jessica will continue to champion these efforts. ensuring that people's voices are heard and values upheld. As a fellow immigrant, I am excited to see her breaking barriers and making history as the first Filipina elected to the California State Legislature. Jessica, I know your dedication and passion will continue to make a positive change for the 52nd District and beyond.
Jessica, thank you for being a role model and an inspiration to immigrant women like myself. Thank you for representing us, all of us, and congratulations. I personally look forward to working with you to serve our community.
You know, the future starts now, Jessica, and you are the one who's going to help us, especially at this troubled times that we have. We will depend on you. We will work with you. You're a young woman, a woman of color, a woman that we look up to, and we are here for you. And I thank you, and thank that you won. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No matter what it is, all the things and challenges that we have been through here in Los Angeles, I can't think of a better individual who's going to stand there representing us so proudly in the State Assembly, and someone who's going to have a loud voice for the vulnerable communities. And I know that this is going to be a tough road, but I know she can handle it. She's not that maybe loud boombox. She doesn't have to be, because she can get work done by her actions. And I think that's what speaks loudest about her. And whatever you need from the 1st District and the 2 million people that I represent, ya sabes, you're home with us. I would like to present this to you, Jessica Caloza, Assembly Member, the first Filipina representing the 52nd Assembly District.
I, Jessica Caloza,
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and to the Constitution of the State of California. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
It's an honor and a blessing to be sworn in by our Speaker, Robert Rivas, as the first Filipina American woman in the state legislature. For me, I am the proud daughter of working class parents. I was born in Quezon City, Philippines, and my family moved here really for a dream of making a better life. And this is a dream that came true for my family, and I know that it's a dream that's come true for millions of Americans. And that's really what I'm fighting for. What we're fighting for is to ensure that everyone has that opportunity. So I feel very blessed.
Well, thank you everyone for being here. It means the world to me that you took time to attend. So family, friends, supporters, and distinguished guests, thank you. I'm so proud to represent you in the state legislature, and I'm so humbled by all of your support. My parents moved an ocean away for a dream of making a better life. A dream that came true. And this is a dream we must continue to fight for millions of Americans and for millions who have yet to become Americans. I've dedicated my life to this work and to public service because, simply put, I believe in the power of government and how it can transform lives when it works. These last few weeks, we witnessed so much humanity and kindness that we were all literally willing to give the shirt off of our backs to our neighbors and perfect strangers. That's the Los Angeles that I'm fighting for and that I believe in. I'm also proud to share that I introduced my first bills. Assembly Bill 262, the California Individual Assistance Act, which would provide direct cash assistance to individuals and families to cover essential needs during a disaster like food, housing, and transportation. and Assembly Bill 265, the Small Business Recovery Fund Act, which would help small businesses and nonprofits receive emergency funding during a disaster. I've listened to your stories, and I want you to know that not only do I hear you and see you, but I'm committed to doing everything in my power to deliver real progress on these issues. That's our promise to all of you, to lead with integrity, honesty, heart, and a lot of fight. Muchas gracias a todos. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, and thank you.
Jessica, you are an inspiration to all of our kids and everybody in the community, and I think that you will fight for Los Angeles and that you will be a great asset to the people of California.
She's not only a person who says that she wants to help, but she's a person of action, and that's the kind of leadership that we need.
We are very proud of Jessica for all of her accomplishments, and this is just one of many more to come. We are confident in the task that she will do to empower the community.
I mean, we've known Jessica for a very long time, and I've known her in my past life as a journalist, so it was more like we saw the potential there. We knew it was gonna happen. We just never knew how fast it was gonna happen, which direction she was gonna go, because I mean, I remember I was there when she was sworn in as the first Filipina commissioner in Los Angeles. So that was historic in itself, and she just kept making history from there on out. At the end of the day, though, I mean, she's also a good person. That's why we fully support her.
To every single person who's been part of my journey, every tita, tito, and everyone in the community that has just been my second family, thank you so much. Thank you to the media, to the small businesses, to the nonprofits and all the groups that have come together to uplift me and our collective community. So I could not have done this without you, and I'm so excited for our road ahead. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Congratulations, Jessica, and mabuhay ka, first ever Filipina elected to the California Legislature. Thank you so much for blazing this trail. Thank you so much for breaking the glass ceiling for us, myself and my daughter, and all the little Filipinas out there knowing and seeing you and knowing that it is possible. So thank you so much for the inspiration. We wish you the best on this chapter in Sacramento, and we are proud that you are representing us.